wind howled like an icy beast, clawing at the old lighthouse. Inside, Maya huddled by the window, her breath fogging the glass. The storm's symphony was relentless, drowning out all but the frantic ticking of the ancient grandfather clock. Each tick throbbed in her skull, a drumbeat of impending dread. It was New Year's Eve, a night of celebration for most. But here, on this isolated island, Maya felt only the suffocating weight of a chilling premonition. Her grandfather, the lighthouse keeper, lay feverish in his bed, muttering deliriously about shadows in the storm and cursed sailors. His ramblings were unsettling, filled with tales of whispers from the deep and spirits that prowled the waves. Maya tried to dismiss his words as the fever's madness. Yet, the groan of the wind and the creak of the lighthouse seemed to mock her. Unseen voices whispered in the dark, counting down to midnight with an unnerving glee. At 11:55, the lighthouse's lights sputtered and died, plunging the room into darkness. Maya's heart raced. From his bed, her grandfather rasped, "They're coming!" His weak, hoarse voice sent a chill down her spine. She fumbled for a candle, her hands trembling as the clock loomed in the shadows, its face like a twisted grin. A mournful moan echoed from the lighthouse depths, a sound unlike anything she had ever heard. The clock began its countdown to midnight. 10 seconds. Maya's fingers brushed against a match. 5 seconds. Her pulse thundered in her ears. 3 seconds. A low, guttural whisper slithered through the room, growing louder. 1 second. She struck the match and lit the candle. Its frail flame flickered, casting grotesque shadows that seemed alive. The grandfather clock chimed, and Maya whispered, "Happy New Year," though fear choked her voice. As the final chime faded, something shifted in the shadows. A long, sinuous shape coiled in the darkness. Its whispers merged with the storm, forming words, "Happy Reckoning." The candle's flame danced wildly as Maya stumbled back. Her foot caught on a loose floorboard, and with a loud crack, it gave way beneath her. She fell into darkness. She landed hard in a hidden chamber beneath the lighthouse, the air cold and damp. The smell of mildew and decay choked her. Panic surged, but the whispers above were louder now, mingling with heavy footsteps. Her fingers found something smooth and cold. A lantern. She struck another match, and the flame flared to life. Shadows leapt on the stone walls, revealing rusted tools, decaying maps, and a dusty leather-bound book. The whispers grew closer, joined by the scrape of claws. Trembling, Maya opened the book. The brittle pages told a harrowing tale of Captain Blackheart, a ruthless pirate cursed to wander the storm, seeking a living vessel to claim for his eternal darkness. Her breath caught. Blackheart's spirit wasn't just a story. He was here. Above her, the trapdoor slammed shut. Heavy footsteps echoed overhead. Desperation gripped her as she spotted a rusted harpoon leaning against the wall. An idea, wild and desperate, took hold. The trapdoor shattered. A monstrous form, dripping seawater and malevolence, descended, its black, smoke-like tendrils reaching for her. "Blackheart," Maya whispered, her voice a tremor of fear and defiance. With a scream, she lunged, plunging the harpoon into the specter. The ghostly pirate roared, his form writhing as Maya shoved the lantern's flame toward him. The light burned him like acid, his smoky tendrils recoiling. The struggle was fierce, a battle of fire against shadow. The chamber trembled under their fight until, with a final shriek, Blackheart's form dissolved into a wisp of smoke. The storm outside quieted, the first rays of dawn breaking through the darkness. Exhausted, Maya climbed out of the chamber. Her grandfather's bed was empty, a blood-stained note left behind. "Gone to face the storm. You are the light now. Keep it burning." Tears streamed down Maya's face. Grief and resolve mingled as she turned toward the rising sun. The light had returned, and with it, a new year. Maya knew she would carry on her grandfather's work, the lighthouse beacon shining against the dark. A testament to courage that endures even in the bleakest nights.